Alright, so I don't see a picture yet, but let me see that it's working. Okay, everything is working. I'm just gonna shut something down and go to here. This is a Frostpunk, the board game playthrough. I'm using the Workshop latest mod from Tabletop Simulator. So Frostpunk, meaning this one, actually. I think I was looking at the playthrough of someone actually using the other one, which is this one, for their playthrough, the introductory scenario. This is the one I've been using, and I'm not sure if it's updated. It should be the same. It looks like the same publisher, whatever. But anyway, this is the one I'm actually using for my playthrough. This is the one that the playthrough is based on. These are the rules I've read. So let's do it. I'm gonna follow the setup card. Yeah, I don't want this feedback form here, unfortunately. Oh, setup card. The setup is slightly different from the other mod that was on there, but my impression of this one is basically this happens here. We draw some resources or not, depending on luck. So we actually drew 3 resources. The tiles, the sides which do not have, the corners which do not have resources, get these tiles, and then we flip them over and we set up the resources there. So there we go. So yeah, this looks good. So let's flip them and lock them. And now we get to place some resources here. A bunch of coal. Alright, so 4 wood here, 3 wood there. And 1 steam core. Because you always want steam cores, I guess. So that's about it. 4, 3, 5. Oh, 2 trees. We got trees here. I think that's the setup that we got. All right. That's the setup for the tiles anyway. We continue setup, available laws. I just try to do this like this. Basically, no repeats, so the 4 gets re-rolled. The 8 gets re-rolled. So 2, 4, 5, 8. This is 2. This is 4. This is 5. This is 8. The other ones are kind of going away, kind of. Okay, the laws are set up. Available technologies, you just kind of top deck, shuffle top deck 2, flip them, top deck 1, don't flip it. Add social dispute card, sure, shuffle, add the top one, shuffle. This is not on the setup card, but it needs to be done, so we just shuffle the discontent tokens, draw 2, the left one is flipped. Shuffle the hope tokens, draw 2, the left one is flipped. And that's it, I think. Am I forgetting anything? I don't think so. All the sickness is set up, everything is set up, the buildings are set up, expeditions are coming in later. If I forgot something, I'll fix it later, I guess. Oop. Gosh. All right, cool. Let's take some turns. So actually, I'm going to try something different this time. Last time I tried to kind of use only 1 gathering post. What I'm going to try to this playthrough, and it might be an epic fail, but I just want to see how it plays, is basically explore a lot so I can get really efficient gathering options. If I look at the board, it looks like this might be a good place to gather from, or here. Basically, let's just explore. I'm not going to worry about sickness, which actually might ruin me. I don't think we need turns with a solo play. So let's just try it. If this is a fail playthrough, I've previously made it to round 7. That's the maximum I have ever made it. I was kind of curious to see if I'm doing something wrong. Because the game seems really impossible. So let's see. All right. I'm just going to go explore. It's going to make me sick, but I don't care. This is always a sick action. Actually, hold on. Let me look at the laws that we have. Time to rest. I don't think I've seen this before. Exhaust justice. Add used to supply. Remove discontent. okay. Exhaust justice. That's not gonna be happening. Protect the indispensable. Cure 1. That actually sounds really good. Preparation phase, by the way. Nice typo there. The start of the preparation phase, cure 1 for each medical post, infirmary. Oh, you want multiple medical posts. I think this is not so good. Care house is pretty good. I know what that is. When you feed your citizens, you need 1 food less for each citizen meeple of that type. Not terrible. I'm basically looking at laws and text which might help what I'm doing. I don't care about expeditions yet. Build action actually is pretty good efficiency, but not really anything that's going to help me be warm, which is going to be an issue immediately because, yes, this guy will become sick like this because he's doing a cold action. The cold action is revealed to explore to clear the snow off of 2 tiles that are nearby. So there we go. We got some stuff. And let me think about how that's going to play out. So 3 trees, 1 wood, 4 coal. All right. So this actually becomes a really good exploration space. But like I say, I want to really push the min-maxing this game playthrough. Which means I think I'm going to try to fill in at least these 2 tiles because I'm actually thinking about making a post here. This looks like pretty good space. Which is not a heated action regardless, so I might as well do it now. So I'll just do 1 and why really... Actually, I guess let's see what I get. So 1 of them makes this guy sick, but whatever. So we get a tile here, and it has 1 steam core. Not really what I was hoping for, but at least it has a building space, which is pretty crucial. Without wasting resources, you can always smash resources, but it has an empty building space, so that's nice. So this didn't really change. So this is where I hope to get epic resources. This guy gets sick because he's building. Why does he get sick? Because he wants to explore this tile or clear the snow, and he finds 1 steam core, which is pathetic. Really bad luck. Does this change where I actually want to build my gathering posts? I wish things were better. I guess I can build a coal thumper here, which you'll see what that is. Okay, so that's going to be 1 gathering post. I think I want to, like I say, really kind of min-max this playthrough. I have 3 wood, so that means 3 gathering posts. So I need 2 gathering posts basically somewhere else. I think I should definitely explore 1 more. This is kind of overkill, but I want to see basically how the game plays with... Basically, we're going to get epic sickness because no one is sheltered. But like I say, I just want to see what happens. Oops, sorry. This guy is here. I think I made this guy sick. Gosh. So we should start with 2 sick workers, and we have used 4. So yes, that is correct. So this guy is going to explore the near section here. When you explore the near section, you get 2 tiles. So hopefully they're good. Not exactly what I was dreaming of, but it's okay. 1, 3, and 3 coal. Okay. I wanted to build the gathering post right here. I think this is getting kind of ridiculous, and I don't think I'm going to pull my min-max as much as I thought. Gosh. Or am I? Should I give up or not? You know what? Screw it. Go all the way. This guy's going to get sick. Why? So I can explore the edge here. Oh yeah. 2 woods. Oop, 2 woods. 2 woods, you say? This wood can go away. And then 3 trees. 3 trees. 3 trees. Okay. That's 5 people sick now, which I did. Okay, alright. Is it time? I think it's time. Children are useless unless I do a child labor law, but I think that's pretty fail. So let's just build because there's no time. I think I'm getting really scared that this is going to be a disaster. Definitely 2 gathering posts. I have 3 build actions. This gathering post will smash this wood because who cares? This gathering post will go here for sure. Am I sure? No, I'm actually sure that it's here. Okay. And actually, maybe one more gathering post here. What does that sound like? Sounds awesome, right? Actually, it does sound pretty awesome. So I actually did build 3 gathering posts, so right on time, right? And I'm not going to be able to use them, lols. Well, that's what I get for trying to min-max, but next round... No, it's really bad, but whatever. So I am going to fire the generator, even though it doesn't matter, just because of reasons. Because the 2 coal, this fires the generator. This orange buildings are warm, yellow buildings are not warm. So only the first ring is warm for tiles, but the buildings are not warm. Has to be here for the yellow buildings to be warm, meaning because I'm about to do a yellow action, this doesn't matter, but I have to do it anyway. So I'm gonna use my newly established gathering post to get 1 coal, 1 coal, 1 wood, 1 wood, 1 wood, and the 2 steam cores. All right, I gathered epically. But because this was a cold action, again, because of the building... when I build the gathering post, I actually never spent the wood. That's hilarious. So, just kidding. This wood is out. But I still gathered here. Okay, cool. Because the yellow buildings are not heated. Again, why? Because this has to be past the yellow buildings. This guy gets sick. So, sickness. And then I have 1 action left in the entire round. Food is not an issue yet, but it will become an issue. So I'm pretty sure I used the other gathering post to gather epic efficiency and stuff. Technically, I should do this one. Before doing that, though, I will warm it up to this level. So yellow buildings by spending 1 more coal. So the yellow building doesn't get me sick. And then I gather using that exact gathering post. So blip, blip, blah, blah, blah. And I gathered. I have epic resources, so we'll see if the sickness catches up to me. This actually is a pretty good start. Pretty happy. Maybe this is the way to play. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to make some coal thumpers here so these actions are not wasted, which I think actually maybe that's what I've been missing in my previous playthroughs. But again, I'm not celebrating at all. This game is insanely difficult, and we'll see. We'll see if I even survive this. Okay, that's all the actions. Something that's going to really wreck me is about to happen right now. But first, Dusk. So Dusk phase, we draw and resolve a Dusk card. This one. Morality influences the situation. More active hope than active discontent. My reading is it doesn't matter if they're... active. Active. Active hope, active discontent. It's a tie. Active hope than active discontent. Choose one. Otherwise, so we're in the otherwise situation. Otherwise, choose reduce population by whatever because social dispute, generic social dispute, or rad malfunctions. If I reduce my population, that doesn't necessarily cause dead people. They just leave, I guess. So, goodbye. 2 workers, 1 engineer, 1 child. Does that matter? Workers might die. That's kind of scary because if just 1 worker dies, then they are about to die next round. I think I'm just going to add 3 cubes to the generator malfunction, and hopefully this doesn't just blow me up sometime, but whatever. So we dealt with a social dispute. When you deal with a social dispute, you throw it away and you add the next one, which I guess you can see what it is, but I kind of don't care so much. You shuffle. Cool, that's the dusk effect. Hunger phase, we reduce hunger, it's already at 0, and we have to feed the children. This is, again, I think a lot of people are missing this. This is not meeples, this is citizens, meaning 8 children have to eat, meaning this is 8. So next round will require 8 foods. And that's not gonna be easy. Alright, that's fine. This is the wreckage here that I'm gonna suffer because I didn't build shelters immediately, but that's the power of exploration and doing efficient actions, I guess. So we return the meeples from our supply, which is gonna be 3 engineers and 5. Yeah, they're all here. And they're all homeless. So we get really sick. 5 workers get sick. It's kind of a bad thing, but maybe we'll fix it. 3 blue people get sick, and 2 children get sick. That's not so good. But whatever. Let's try it. Round marker goes to 2. Resolve event tokens. Sure. Draw and resolve morning cards. I don't think I've shuffled this. Whatever. New project. One of the engineers help us provide more food. That sounds pretty good. So we're building something which is gonna be a dusk event for 2 wood per round. Otherwise, we are going to get some discontent. Well, I don't really enjoy this, but I will start building it. So, yeah, sure. That's fine. That's fine. I don't really want more discontent because it's a fast way to lose the game. Generator phase. We don't add sick people because we're good. We do certainly add malfunction tokens, though, 2 of them, because that's the level of generator thing. This, I'm pretty sure we're going to draw both of them out because my luck has been really bad. Yep, 4-4, we draw both of them out. All right. Reset the heat token position, whatever, draw weather card and resolve it. So heat token goes back, weather card, sure. 1 storm goes closer. And then we move this token up, and this token up, thereby making it with no food passively, which is really bad, and I know that's a problem, but we'll fix it this round, because I couldn't fix it fast enough. There's not enough meeple actions. Okay. Scout progress, they don't. This is something that a lot of people, I think, have been missing, possibly. So this is going to be bad. Resolve all the sick tokens one by one. This one is going to be bad. We get a used token worker. Basically, someone is so sick that they can't work, so it reduces our meeples by 1. That is the first thing here. Then this token flips, then it gets sicker. This one, these 2 just get sick and sick. That is the preparation phase. We're so prepared now. Action phase. Let's use my epic efficiency to fix my sick people. This is a really huge problem. I don't know. Okay. We can actually fire the generator high enough to be able to do yellow building, which is the gathering posts, without problems. I paused because thinking about building buildings and building a coal thumper actually before we do this. That's an interesting idea. And I think I'm leaning more and more towards it as I'm thinking about it, because also we need 4 food from somewhere. So we're gonna, yeah, I think that's pretty good first action. Instead of gathering, I'm going to fire the generator anyway, because this coal is useless. 1, 2, 3, 4. The way it works is 1 to just fire it, 2, 3, 4. Yellow buildings now, basically any action can be taken without heating problems. This doesn't matter because this is always heated anyway, but I am doing it. I feel like I don't have enough workers, but they are just doing things. And I have to remember one of them has to go there with 2 wood because he has an idea. actually an engineer specifically, so whatever. 2 wood builds actually 2 of these wonderful hunter huts, which produce passive food income, so I think it's actually pretty good action. Again, we have no shelters, but I can't fix everything at the same time. Why am I placing them there? Good question. I might as well not place them there. Because this potential coal thumper situation, if I even survive that long. Okay, this actually looks pretty good. 2 hunter huts, and then the coal thumper for 2. Oh, it's 3. Freaking. Because of efficiency reason, I'll have to gather reasons. I have to gather first. So I'm not building these huts quite yet, but they will be coming very soon. I'll just place them here temporarily. Instead of building, I'm actually doing a gathering post action. So again, you can get just 1 more wood, so I can build what I wanted to begin with. Yeah, I got that stuff, so I get some more coal. That's fine. It's a heated action because yellow building, and yellow buildings is very close, but we are past yellow buildings here, which means they have to be past yellow for the yellow buildings to be heated, which they are. So now I have enough to 5 woods is what I needed. 3 for a coal thumper, 2 for these hunter huts, which happen anyway. So there we go. Just empty spaces anywhere really. Coal thumper. So now I can do a slightly more efficient coal action by just going here. Yellow building is heated. I get 2 coal income because that's what a coal thumper does. Just it produces 2. And then I also gather the usual way. So that's fun. And I have all this stuff, but not this wood. And I actually have 2 wood. So I'm not going to get wrecked by this action here. I'd rather just do it. So 1 engineer will have to go here with 2 wood every round for me not to lose morality or whatever it's called. Apathy. We're going to start generating apathy if this guy doesn't build his projects, which is so cool. Anyway, okay. I built this gathering post for a reason, and why the heck not? Let's just use it. 2 coal. Gosh. 2 coal from the coal thumper. And then wood, coal, coal. I need more wood. I need a lot more wood. Did I gather wood when I did this guy? Gosh. I've been playing. Doesn't seem like I gathered wood, because what the heck would I have spent it on? I think I didn't do... Oh, that was my first... No, this was my first action. I think I forgot to gather the wood. I might be cheating right now. I definitely remember doing this because I was really excited. I think I did this. Yeah, let's just say I forgot to gather the wood. There might be something wrong there, which is still just 3 woods, which doesn't really help me. I am dreaming of building tents, and to build tents, I need more, more stuff. You can't repeat the building action. The only wood source without the sawmill is here. Wow. Build a child shelter, maybe? At least so the children can be okay, because the children are going to start dying, and that's really, really bad if they get sicker. Gosh. I'm swimming in coal, actually. That's a really interesting situation. There is a building which produces it produces more coal out of wood. Not really what I'm looking for. No, not at all. Actually, factory is interesting. I've never really had so many steam cores before. Well, I'm going to do a really bad action because I need resources so desperately. Gosh, really? Hey, this is... Oh, but then I have to use it. Thinking about building a sawmill which produces wood like somewhere like here. Just kidding, here. Because it has to be from the same tile. But that's... Oh gosh, I don't know if I got wood out of this gather action either. I hope I've been doing everything okay. I think there's no escape. I have to get wood the bad way, which is just send a meeple out and just get it. Not the happiest moment of my playthrough. And the other guy will have to build. Why does he have to build? Because I need to shelter my people, and that's huge. Ideally away from gathering posts, but there's not many. Oh, this is a thing which can happen. So I'm gonna build just 2 tents and something worth 1. The other tent somewhere not next to a gathering post. There's gathering posts freaking everywhere. Thinking about smashing this coal, actually. Oh, this is a gathering post. Not a good idea. My goodness. I think I just make a sacrifice and build it somewhere where there's a gathering post next to it, which... Oh, this itself is not a bad idea. Okay, cool. Then I still have to find a place for probably a medic post, actually. Oh gosh, I have to fix my people. Yeah, medic post, why not? Even though food is really good to have as passive income. No, people can start dying even though that ends the game. So I'll just build this as a 1 building action. Same struggle as before, exactly the same struggle as before. This is a good place for sawmill next to gathering post. I don't want to destroy it. Really good place for sawmill, good place for coal thumper. This actually was okay, because this wood is not going to be gathered for a while. Whatever, that's what I did. This is a heated action, so we're good. Now we're going to the dusk phase. Resolve a dusk card. Why not, you might ask? We haven't introduced any dusk cards. Each gravely ill citizen dies. Well, a worker is gravely ill, so he dies. When a worker dies, this happens. Every time a citizen dies, is my understanding of the rules. You have to do a body bag situation, which actually hopefully is not going to make me lose the game completely. So we shuffle the body bag. Oh, we are supposed to draw 1 during setup, so there's 1 there, but we don't actually do it. The second one happens, and for a worker, it's -1 hope. Meaning the bottom line is for a child, the top line is for a worker, so -1 hope for worker. I'm thinking about getting rid of my motivation. Actually, I'll just flip it. Motivation? No motivation anymore, because who wants... I'll just get rid of it. The effect is the same. When a citizen gets sick for every body that I have, which is 2. So 2 citizens have to become sicker. I'm pretty sure it's going to be engineers. Because whatever, who cares about engineers anyway? This goes away. The inevitable. It happened. Hunger phase. Oh, crap. I did not do this. Well... It's not the end of the world, actually, but it's bad. Reduce hunger if possible. 4 versus 8. So this actually gets reduced to 4. Then resolve the bottom effect. This is they get discontent. What does this mean? I can make them angry or draw a new one. I'll just draw a new one. More anger. All right. Feed citizens. Because it's round 2 now, the blue people want to eat, which is the citizens. And this is based on not meeples. This is based on the token here. Meaning 12 food is what we... this is reduced to 0 after resolving this. 12 food is what we need to get next round. So, good times. Night phase. Return people to the supply. Okay. And this is where there's not going to be so many shelters on the board. So we didn't build a child shelter either. So that's going to be really bad. Well, let's just see how it works out. Oh, this guy actually comes back because he was busy this round. I'm pretty sure we're going to have him next round. This guy actually comes back because he's temporarily just building stuff for now. The wood stays there because it's his wonderful project. And then we just do it. Should have 532. 532. Okay, we only have space for no one, actually. Oh, just kidding. I built for 4 spaces. Okay, not only do the spaces have to exist, they have to be heated. This means that this has to be past the yellow buildings, which it currently is, so we're good. But if this was here, the tents would not work at all. That's my understanding. That's something I feel like people are getting wrong. The shelters have to be heated for them to work at all. So this that means this marker has to be past the yellow marker here. So the shelters work. I can shelter 4 people. Thinking about sheltering the children and 2 engineers. So they're supposed to put them on the board there. I'm not really going to bother. I'm just going to pretend that they are here. So these people are all getting sick. Is that a wise decision? I will actually shelter 1 worker. So 2 engineers and 4 workers are going to get sick. So 2 engineers and 4 workers. Yep. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So they got sick. I had a really good game last time because I built enough shelters, but not so much this time because there's no shelters. But it's the price you have to pay for these spamming things. I'm actually swimming in coal, so that's something to think about. Maybe I should have built 1 less gathering post and 1 more sawmill. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe. Actually, probably, definitely, but whatever. My actually 4th playthrough of this game. Alright, dawn phase, move round marker. Resolve event token doesn't happen. It's morning phase, we draw a morning card. Morning cards, good morning. Act vision in the night. Daughter has a vision. Yeah, I don't... want to lose hope, so I'm going to add this expedition card. We don't have a beacon, so I don't know how this works. It doesn't say check for a beacon. Beacon is usually required to do expeditions. But even without the beacon, we get Expedition X302, and it's on. So is there any condition of when we have to do it? Not really, but we get D023 into our dusk deck. D023, because why not? Sure. Okay, cool. Generator phase. We add sick based on the difference between these tokens, the heating and actually this first circular token. None of them get sick, so that's good. Malfunction cubes. 3 of them go in the bag. Yep. And because, again, of my luck, I think they will all come out. We get the lower number, which is 8. That's pretty good. Generator is going to blow up epically because of that event we got earlier. Weather phase. Whee! The storm moves too, so we get a pretty harsh storm as well this playthrough. This token moves up 1. Oh yeah, this is supposed to be reset. We have only 2 hunter huts, I think, so this is passiving. Oh, 3. Nice, we have 3 hunter huts. That's worthwhile. So we get 6 food, so at least some of the food deficiencies are offset now. And then 2 movement of scouts. We don't have scouts. Weather's done. Preparation phase. We get prepared to die, and there's going to be some dying. 1 meeple is still occupied. Pretty bad. Worker in particular. We flip this token twice. This is bad. Person dies, and they become critical sick again. Person dies. Every time a person dies, you draw a body bag. Body token. We lose 1 hope. We look at the top event, so this turns off. We're really close to losing the game, so either get more hope, I think, or make people not die, which is critical healing action, ridiculous healing action. Actually, I don't know. This is a huge problem, but yeah, anyway. I have to do, like, basically spend the entire round building hospitals this time, I think. We'll see, we'll see. Okay. Anyway, that's not it, though. They get sicker, because they get sicker every round. These guys become critically sick and get sicker. These guys become critically sick and get sicker. Because they were in this band. Okay, now that we've prepared, we do our action phase. No wood. Let's not forget to do wood. Yes. Sorry. I'm going to fire the generator enough to be above the yellow token, meaning here, so that the action is heated. What does it take? 1, 2, 3, 4 coal cubes. So that has been taken care of. The generator's fired and it's here. So the yellow buildings are now warm, so I can do this. I'm going to gather wood, coal, and 2 more coal from the thumper. I'll just multiply this. Okay, so now I have 2 wood, but I need more. You might ask where from? Gonna get the last wood. Yeah. Last wood here. I'm gonna be building major healing posts so I can heal my people. Wood, coal, 2 coal from the thumper. This is actually interesting. Basically, this strategy, it seems like you start exploding with coal, which definitely solves the heating problems, does not solve the building problems. So, yeah, very interesting indeed. Thinking about making the children work. Oh, that's gonna instantly end the game because we have to do this, remove it. So I'm thinking about making the children sheltered then. Let's do it. It's a cheap way to get rid of some problems. Engineer goes here. This is the platform, which is where you make laws. How do you make laws like this? An engineer has to go there specifically. You get the child shelter here, which means that child shelter is enabled and it can be built with 1 wood immediately. And yes, for sure, I'm doing it. So the child shelter has been built. I don't think we're going to really have a thumper problem, so I'm just going to cover these 2 spaces and I don't care. I spent 1 wood to build a child shelter. Also, we get a hope. Why do we get a hope? Or what hope? I will just draw 1. Gosh. Let's just reshuffle, because I don't think I reshuffled since I last returned this. I love it. Okay. Yep. That's the law. And also we get one of these cards randomly into the dusk deck, which also resets it. Just kidding. That only happens when this card happens. I think it just shuffles. And this one goes away. These laws are connected, so only one of them can be done. So no child labor. I'm so sad that we can't make the children work. Just kidding. All right. Not the end of the world, but the end of the world is coming. The end of the world is coming if I can't heal my people because the sickness starts exploding ridiculously. Children are gonna die. No, this is bad. So what do I do to solve it? Also, we have a food deficiency. Food deficiency is so trolly. Because it's 6 to 12, so it's 6 deficient. So you can get 5 by doing an action here, so I need to do it twice or something. Well, I think I'm gonna build stuff. 3 medic posts. That seems like 2 will be the only 2 will be useful because I only have 2 engineers. Oh, by the way, this is funny. To not suffer a penalty, this guy will have to build his wonderful project of annoyingness. So, my goodness, that's bad. Build a sawmill instead and then saw some stuff. Is that a good action? Is that a good use of my time? I don't have wood anymore. That's a huge problem. Let's delay this. Maybe I actually suffer the... what is the penalty? 1 apathy. Yeah, I think I'll be okay with 1 apathy because this is pretty crucial that I actually get some kind of a wood engine going. Oof. It's painful. Really, really painful. I think I have to do it this way, though. This guy will go get wood. It's... Oh, why not just gathering post? Why am I doing this? You'll see. Because I need 4 wood. Because I want to build a sawmill. Actually, I probably should just build straight up 2 sawmills, but the sickness is exploding as well. So I'm going to build sawmill and 2 medic posts. That costs exactly 4. So the 2 medic posts are going to fill up these 2 spaces here. And the sawmill has to be placed somewhere where there's decent wood income. This is actually a pretty perfect space for it. Is there 4 trees somewhere? Nope. Yeah, this is pretty good for now. It's gonna start cutting these trees, so that's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to go heal people because we're about to really lose the game hardcore. So either flip to not critical or heal. Going to heal 3, cure 3 is what the terminology is. It's bad. And I'm gonna cure 3. When I build a child shelter, I like placing these children meeples here because they're kind of useless anyway, and they just live here in a nice, wonderful orphanage. I did a medic post action, so that's heal, cure 3. Cure 3 or flip, what is it, all of the critical tokens? Actually, that might be worth doing, or it's probably just 1. I think it's probably just 1. Only 1 critical token. Not hunger. Gosh, where are the building overviews? Sorry, this is a little bit boring, but that's kind of what you get by playing a new game sometime. Cure 3 or flip over all sickness markers that are skull side. So actually, because all of them are on the skull side, it might actually, as insane as it is, it might actually make sense to do this. Because that's going to save us better than other ways. Yeah, let's just do it. These guys are all not critical anymore. I didn't get food. There's just not enough time. Gosh, I did a lot better in my previous playthrough, but that's kind of what I have to deal with. So, decisions. I don't know if this was a good idea to build 3 gathering posts. Maybe fewer would have been nicer. Whatever. Draw and resolve a dust card. I'm done with actions. Sure. Oh, wonderful. Most of your active tokens, meaning flipped over, are apathy. Turn sickness token for each active apathy token. I'm going to turn this sickness token. Okay. Yep. All right. This dust card goes away. The top dust card goes in, and it resets the deck. That's dusk. Hunger phase. This is gonna be bad. 6 hunger reduces hunger to 6. Then because we're in this band, we actually get a wonderful token. We could activate 1. I'd rather just draw 1. And then we get a dead body. This is gonna be bad. I'm gonna kill an engineer citizen, which means reducing this track. Every time a citizen dies, even a single one like this, you draw a body token. Please be 0. Please be 0. Yes. You look at the top, it's 0. Okay. All right. Got lucky this time. Feed citizens. Yeah, the citizens fought and stuff, and it was bad. Night phase. Return all citizens to your supply. Do I have shelters? I don't think I have enough still, but at least I have slightly more than previously, I think. Okay, let's see. I should have still 5-3. The children can be stuck here. Where's the last meeple? I don't see it. Oh, it's here. It was occupied by... It's probably still going to be occupied by sickness. Too sick to work. Oh. Dusk phase. We actually went through this without doing this. If there's no engineer on this card, +1 apathy. What does this mean? We draw and activate 1 apathy if possible. It's not possible because there's already an active apathy, but we're about to get really wrecked. Remove this card from the game. Oh my gosh. I didn't keep reading. So the guy had to be... Well, whatever, he gave up. This is actually really, really bad. 2 wood is absolutely precious, plus an action. I should have not even started it if I was not going to finish it. Oh well. This playthrough has been kind of a disaster, but... homeless people, sorry. Again, are the yellow buildings heated because they have to be heated for them to work, otherwise they don't work? Yes, they are. This token's above the heaty place. Actually, I'll just pretend I spent a call as my last action because we're going to get sick otherwise. So, kind of looking towards the future. So, I can house, I think, still 4 people. Just these tents and these tents. So, 4 people. The children already housed. So, let me look at the sickness track. I think it doesn't matter. I just house, like, all my engineers and the worker. Why not? Actually, I'll just do 1 and 2. Actually, 2 and 2. 1 and 2. So 1 and 3, I mean, so I can do 2 and 2 for the engineers and these guys. 2, the workers get sick. 2 engineers get sick. Wait. That's actually something I haven't been doing before. I didn't even realize this token cannot be higher than this token. I think I've not been doing this correctly. So basically, I'm going to house all the engineers. So 1 more worker will get sick, and I'm hitting the edge basically here. I haven't paid attention to this. There cannot be more sick. So all my engineers are critically sick. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Whatever. Move round marker. Made it to round 4. There's a story element here. Basically what happens is if there's... Oh yeah, I needed to build a beacon. Otherwise we get apathy, which actually makes me lose the scenario completely. The way you get 1 apathy is you draw 1 and this immediately loses. Well... Anyway, this was actually kind of a disaster. I think I lasted a lot better by just immediately building shelters. However, I had huge problems with coal firing, but I mean, this is insane. So I feel like I way overdid the coal this time, even though it's nice to be able to take hot actions, heated actions, whatever. I probably should have built sawmills. Sawmills are really good. Nevertheless... if I had kept playing, basically what's going to happen here is after the card and the generator and the whatever. Oh yeah, we didn't set the hunger. The hunger, where's the hunger set? That's what always just kind of gets me. Reduce hunger. Oh yeah, when we reduced hunger, we should have set it the previous round. So if you look at the track, you have to feed workers this time, right? So you have to feed 23. This means you have to set the hunger token to 23. And we're only likely from the weather to get some kind of to 6 in this case. So basically, it's pretty impossible. Not impossible, you just have to spend your entire round maybe doing these specific actions to get 5 food, 5 food, 5 food. That's 15, so you can get 21, which is still not enough actually. So this causes discontent, which would kill us then, if not now. These constantly sick workers dying is also extremely punishing, I think, because as soon as someone hits like this band, even just this band, every 2 rounds they flip to critical and they die. They flip to critical, they die. So you have to keep everyone really, really healthy. Otherwise they just constantly kind of die. Actually, I guess the gameplay there that I haven't explored is building a medic post and basically going there every single round so you can flip these tokens to not die. But then this is extremely punishing. The way the game is actually is as soon as a token hits this line here, which it probably will. Oh yeah, also you can't have tokens higher than what they are, so we're actually pretty much maxed out on sickness. This was a very sickness high playthrough because I did not build shelters. Not building shelters make people in the night phase freeze. When people freeze, they get sick. When they get sick, they get sick. And when they get sick, they die. So when they die, you draw these tokens, and these tokens are absolute killer because they remove hope. So hope is pretty hard to draw to begin with. A lot of the events also remove hope or add like bad tokens. And when they remove hope, you might lose because if you have no hope here, it's a loss condition. I don't know. This actually was a really quick death playthrough. Obviously, you can see why this is extreme overkill for absolutely no reason. Steam cores seem really hard to make work. Actually, that they may have made the factory worth building because usually I don't care about Steam cores so much because what you can do with Steam cores is upgrade buildings and maybe improve the insulation, which sounds cool, but you take an action to do it. And improving insulation is not always that good because you should probably fire the generator above yellow anyway, because your tents don't work if you don't fire the generator above yellow, which means, again, sickness, death. So I feel like insulating specific buildings, very situational and weird. This is way overkill, though. I should have probably not built as many gathering posts, should have built sawmills. The problem with sawmills is they are 2 wood each. So I was able to spam gathering posts very quickly because they're cheap. One. Sawmills are 2. But they are probably worth building because you kind of have to keep going with the game somehow. And they're probably the way to go. But yeah, my biggest, the way I die is, like I say, I made it to round 7 when I built lots of shelters to control the sickness, because the sickness is a real killer. It's very difficult to house every meeple at the end of every round, and then they get sick and they very rapidly die. This is a guaranteed death every round, every single round, because flip. And when you flip from critical, they die. So this is 2 flips of this marker. Crazy. And it locks up your meeple for the round. We also got a really bad event. This one was really bad. There's actually positive events. The new project one is really bad, but it just seems like an extremely punishing game. If we had actually survived this, we get more red tokens. It forces you to basically build this beacon. The expeditions are very slow, and I think they don't really give enough rewards. It's a way to make these people not need heating, so that's actually something to be explored. But to build the beacon, you still need 2-3 wood, which is kind of expensive for a building to just send people on expeditions and have them not do actions on your home base, which, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, let me know if you think I'm doing something wrong with the sickness and with the heating mechanics here. Again, very specifically, every time this flips over from skull to not skull, a worker dies. How do they die? Not a meeple. This dies. And every time this dies, not a meeple, a single citizen dies, you draw a body bag, which just completely destroys your hope. That's pretty critical. The other one is... this means yellow buildings are not heated. This means that yellow buildings are heated. This has to be past yellow buildings for them to be heated. Not sure if people are doing that right. Other than that, actually, I think everything was fine. I didn't really do any laws. I did some laws last time, and technology doesn't really help, in my opinion. Like expedition, you move 1 space forward. Basically, you start on the 2nd space. Very situational. The expeditions are kind of push your luck anyway. For example, this moves 3, so it doesn't matter that I was here. The dust card seems very kind of prone to luck to me as well. Like, you know, that guy might complete his wonderful project from this card, which we discarded with the engineer phase. It gets shuffled, so you might just keep pulling these social dilemma cards, which kind of kill you based on these tokens, and you might not get the benefit of the building that the guy built, or the effect of it, until you get lucky to draw the card. So I don't know. But yeah, overall, I've had extreme difficulty with this game. The maximum I've gotten to is round 7. Yeah. Let me know if you have any comments about gameplay. Other than, I realized this time, I just wanted to see what happens if you spam gathering posts and explore a lot. And what I thought happened. I got extremely sick extremely fast. And because of that, well, not that because of that, but indirectly because of that, I died. Really bad luck with events as well, I think. But I was on the edge of dying here anyway. Last round it was just luck. If this token was not 0, I would have died because of hopelessness, because that would have made me get rid of the last token. And that is preview of Frostpunk the way it is right now. Maybe it's going to change in the future, probably significantly, is my guess. So, yeah.